hello, 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 and welcome. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Please put a one in the chat if you can. Thank you, thank you, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, on your way in. Um, just came in the house. Spent some. I did it again. So of course we're gonna talk about it because I like to. You guys are my therapy, right? So I told you guys I don't really do a lot of things by myself because I'm a twin, so I'm used to always having somebody with me when I'm doing stuff, right? So I did go out to eat by myself, something I've never ever ever done other than like, grabbing something quick for lunch and then going back to the office to eat it, but like actually sitting there by myself and eating, never done that. So I did that today. So we're making moves, we're making strides. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It felt awkward at first. So I did call one of my friends and we were on the phone for a while. And I was texting one of my female friends at the same time. So it was kind of like interactive without being interactive, I guess. But it was different. And then to like add insult to injury, I was seated with all the other people who sat by themselves, who just ate by themselves. So I'm like, is this the eating by yourself section? Okay. Anyway, shout out to Bus Boys and Poets in the Columbia area. I don't remember where I was. Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. I had a crab cake sandwich, which was very good, mind you, minus the tomatoes because I don't really do those. But it was really good, and some sweet potato fries. Um, I did also order some crispy Brussels sprouts, but actually the crab cake was done before the Brussels sprouts, so I just packed those to go. So I will be eating those later. But it was good. I had a good experience by myself, nonetheless. So this is two down for the books. Yesterday it was the movie. Well, not yesterday, but Fridays it was the movie. Tonight I had dinner by myself, completely and utterly by myself. Now I could have called some people to be like, "Hey, I'm here. Meet me here," and they would have obliged me, of course. But no, I had to kind of get over that, whatever that is, myself. So proud of myself. Kudos to me for that. Because I always felt like doing that by yourself is like you're a loner kind of thing, and yeah, no. Um, so no, I feel proud of myself for doing that. So anyway, let's get into some things. So as I was coming home, I was in my car listening to the situation with MU. So it seems like everybody's got something going on, right? So MU is dragging Brianna. Now, this stems from, I believe, MU was in Brianna's chat like a couple days ago, and they were talking about somebody else's situation. I believe it was K Fitz situation, and MU said something in the chat. I don't know. I didn't really watch that much to see like what she wrote, but she wrote something, and Brianna was responding to what she wrote, and I believe it might even been Pizza's chat. It was somebody's live. And then Brianna said, "Well, didn't you? I don't know how you put this, but have relations with your dog or with a dog?" And then MU proceeded to go like the hell off. And Pizza was laughing, like, "I can't believe you said that. Why would you say that?" And she said, "Well, I mean, that's what's being said, or that's what was said." So that's where this whole thing comes from, with MU, I guess, finally responding to Brianna's digs at her. Now, this is not something new for Brianna. Of course, she does this all the time. She'll take her digs until then you respond, and then her response to you is, "Oh, you want my attention." No, bitch, nobody wants your attention. You constantly saying shit thinking that person's not gonna hear it or see it because that person doesn't watch you, but do know people have people, so they do come back and they do inform what's being said. It's just, maybe it wasn't that time's person or that person's time, excuse me, to respond back to you. However, she had time today. Now, what she did say, the few things that she did say that I thought were a bit haha funny. Um, she said, you're on top of a lot of things, but you're definitely not on top of your weight. Which I thought, yeah, she got a point there. Um, she mentioned the whole she's doing this balloon festival thing, and you wouldn't be able to fit in the balloon thing, which I mean, yeah, of course not. Um, but this whole thing of addiction, right, and making fun of her addiction, of the fact that she is a recovering addict, because of course you're never fully cured. It's a progress or a daily progress every day. Some days are better than others. But let's really dig into that, right? Let's dig into the addiction part of this. It's like pot calling kettle black as hell. You're talking about somebody's drug addiction, and yet you sitting up here stuffing pound cakes down your throat like you don't have a food addiction, shooting yourself up with weight loss diet shots like you don't have an addiction your fucking self. This is what I don't understand about you people. Y'all like to throw shit at people as if y'all not dealing with the same shit. Just because you're not on the corner, you know, selling all that ass for some rocks or some shit, you still doing the same shit. You over in the bakery telling, asking the man or the people in the Walmart in the bakery, can you get, I got $5. Can I get 2 extra muffins or something? Like, you're doing the same shit. It's no different. It is no different. None whatsoever. Like, that kills me about you all. Y'all like to poke fun at people like y'all not going through the same exact shit. You stopped taking them shots and bitch, you blew back up. Like, you need to be at Thanksgiving parade at Macy's Herald Square this weekend on Thursday. Like, you need to be right there. So I don't get it. I really don't. Now, you could talk about somebody's looks or whatever, call them ugly. I guess. I guess. But when you're really talking about somebody's addiction or their recovery and sobriety, and you're doing the same exact shit. You didn't go to Houston to vacation, bitch. You went to Houston to see Dr. Now. We all know that. It's plainly obvious. That was your first flight ever. We watched the show. I myself has watched the show. And I know for sure them big bitches do not get on them flight. They'd be the first time flying when they can get on a flight and fly to go see Dr. Now to get the procedure done or see if they're eligible to get the procedure done. Now, at first, I guess, you were doing a good job. They're going to the gym, doing your thing. But then you relapse. Just like somebody on drugs who would be doing the straight and narrow, and you thinking, damn, they're doing good. I see them, they're out, they're working, they're doing this, and then they have a slip up. And then they're back at square one. Same shit. Same shit. So you have no room, literally and figuratively, no room. No room to talk. You don't. And I know you think it's funny because you people cheer it on, but they're not laughing with you. They're really not. They're being just as, they're just as miserable. They don't, some of these people don't show their face. They're just as big as you are, but because you can't see them, they are secure in that you can't tell what they look like. So you just thinking, they slim, trim, and whatever. And some of these people all in the same bucket, right? But don't come at somebody's addiction when you addicted to sweets, cakes, pies, and anything that is baked, fried, and sauteed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like Like one addiction is different from the other. No, they're not. They're not at all. Not at all. Yeah, the drug may be different, but the cause and effect of the drug, no different. No different. That picture that's circling around of you and your family at dinner and shit, you are the biggest one in the group and the youngest. Now that says a lot about parenting, but that's a whole nother story for another time. But you are the biggest one in the group, but you are also the youngest. And that says a lot without even saying much. So I'm just saying, and I'm not, not caping for one more than the other, but I find that real, I have a hard time with that. Y'all do that shit a lot when y'all be talking about people, especially about me, and it's the same people hobbling around with handicap placards and all type of shit. And you're like, what are you making fun of? What are you talking about? You in the same boat. Like, what are we talking about? You're no better. So get out of here. Get out of here, please. You continue on your recovery to I guess get to the weight goal that you want to get to, whatever that is. Or if you gave up and decided, fuck it, I'm gonna continue to get high off of this food, because that's all this is a high. It's an addiction and a high. You're addicted to food. You feel comfortable when you're eating. You get high. Same difference. Just like when she used to go get her fix and get zooted and booted and be feeling fine, you feel the same way with food. Same thing. No different. You're no better. Sorry to bust your bubble. I know that's a big bubble to pop, but sorry to bust it. You are addicted to food. Just like she used to do this, you doing this too. It's just you doing more of this than however she used to do what she used to do. So, I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And especially when you're younger, right? You don't have the privilege to talk about anything, especially with addiction. Like the other stuff, I really don't care about. That's whatever. But when you start talking about stuff that, come on, you dealing with yourself, come on, girl. Like it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I get it. It's the holiday seasons, beatings or dragons or whatever the hell you want to call it. And I guess everybody's trying to get their little piece in. But I was just like, are we really? Are we doing? Are we talking about? Okay. All right. All right, girl. All right. All right. Maybe if you had a successful surgery or something, then maybe we could talk. If the lap band was successful or them shots were successful, then yeah, maybe you may have a little room to talk. But you don't have no room to talk about nobody's addiction. No, you don't. You don't. Not when that whole sofa over there is looking like a love seat. No, you don't have room to talk. You just don't. It used to be a sectional. It's a love seat when you sit in it. You don't have room to talk about anybody's addiction. Not when you look like a whole potato from the side of your side view, but you worried about somebody walking like you don't wobble when you walk, and not the dance. But we know you waddle. We've seen it. So again, you don't have room to talk about nobody. But you people love to do it. Like glass houses don't exist for you motherfuckers. Like how? You see yourself every day. You see yourself as Merelda sees you, your cleaning lady, the one that cleans you at 12 when, you take your mid shower. They see you every day. And they help you. And they're your home health aides. And, they help you get through the day. Make sure you get under your crevices and cracks and places that you can't reach. because that's their job. But their main job, because this is why they do it, they like helping people. People like you. And just read my weight. Like, y'all motherfuckers have no room to talk. None. You can only do surface cleaning. Like, you can't do nothing strenuous at all. You be done collapsed. So yeah, you can wipe a counter down. Okay. How long can you stand while you wipe that counter? Hmm? How long is it before you go take a sit down break? I'm just curious. I'm curious. Hey everybody. Hey. Sorry I didn't speak. Hello. But I'm just really curious. Cause y'all people have a lot to say. Y'all talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And then I hear rumor is that you doing what? Uber Eats and shit? And granted, you got to get your money how you get it. But girl, do you have a runner with you? So you pick up the delivery, you have a runner with you who drops the food off. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Because I don't see you and I don't. And that ain't no shade. I'm just being very honest with you. I don't see you getting out your car, getting out your big body Benz, right? Going up any flight of steps to deliver anybody's food. If that is the case that you're even doing it, allegedly, right? So then you have a runner with you who does that, and you pay the runner, little tip or whatever for dropping off the deliveries. If this is in fact what you're doing, and if that is, again, you got to make your money how you make your money. It's your thing. But you don't get to talk about people and think your shit don't stink. Because we probably sure your shit stinks. All that stuff that's in your gut right now, yeah, you would need some black seed oil, right? That would help get all of that gook in your gut out. And you'd feel better. So yeah, make sure you do that. But yeah, I was just really listening to it like, why does she always do that? What is it about everybody else that you feel the need to talk about that you don't talk about your own self? As if you sit in a but then I think, like I said before, I think you have bluest eye syndrome. And for those of you who don't know that, that is a book by the famous great author Toni Morrison. And I believe she has bluest eye syndrome. Because you think that you really, are this when you see yourself, you see this skinny girl. No, she doesn't exist. She don't exist. Use a big bitch. But yeah, leave the addiction out of it. If you want to talk about her looks and say she ugly, whatever. I think, that's fair game. Whatever. But when you start talking about somebody's addiction and you're an addict yourself, pot calling the kettle black. I think, yeah. Foul on the play. What the fuck are we talking about here? Yeah. You're just as addicted to foods, cakes, and pies as she was addicted to whatever her drug of choice. Same difference. So get yourself some help. How about you do that? Get yourself some help. You can go to a program too and get yourself some help. They do have those types of programs because the reality is, you know what it is. And two, hope that insurance is paid up. Hope you have some. Because I'll be damned if your people come out here with a GoFundMe to put you to rest when and if that time comes. Because you definitely don't want to be out here talking a lot of shit and don't have your shit together. Right? So You might want to do that. Think about that. Yeah. Other than that, that's really all I had. I just came on to like I said, I was listening to MU on my way home from having dinner with myself for the first time ever. Uh, just trying to venture out and explore new things about myself and not be so accustomed to always being with someone or having someone to do stuff with, um, and kind of breaking out of that. So bear with me. It's a work in progress, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't know if I'll do it again right now at this present moment as like the movies, but it was cool. I didn't have a good time. The waitress, she was fine. And she came and checked on me or whatever. And this waiter or runner, whoever he was, he kept coming by saying hi. I'm like, nigga, you said hi already. You said hi when you came by the first time. And I nodded and acknowledged and said, what's up? And he came back again. Hi. Like, after a while, I stopped even. I think maybe it might be a little slow because you can't keep you once, okay, twice. Are you trying to get my attention? Are you trying to say something else? Well, then say it. Because you smiling and saying hi is not gonna get you what you think you're gonna get. Not with me anyway. I don't pay attention to people enough to really know what they mean when they're just saying hi. If you just say hi, I'm hi, and I'm back to whatever I was doing. So that was funny. Um, yeah, and there was a skating rink and people were ice skating. I don't ice skate. That's not my thing. But I did stick around for that. So I was like, oh, it's starting to look a little like, Christmas, winter season. So that was nice to see. It wasn't that cold. So I was, glad about that because I hate being cold. And yeah, I just enjoyed myself. So I had a good Sunday. And hopefully you all had a great Sunday and having a great Sunday evening doing whatever it is you're doing, and gearing up for the work week for the few days that we have. And then, of course, gearing up mainly for the main event on Thursday, Thanksgiving. Um, FYI, once again, to all those houses I will be stopping by, I need an itinerary of what time dinner starts. That would help me, okay, with my travels on where I'm going and who I'm hitting up first. Because preferably, I like to hit up the first person who's making dinner and it's on time, right? So I'm not sitting around all day. And not that I have a problem with that, but I kind of sort of do, especially if I'm hungry, because the game plan is, you know, a light breakfast, very light. That way you save room to chow down, right? And I don't like to wait on something that should already be done. Like certain things, you're like, okay, so and so is going to be a couple minutes. All right, I can wait for that. But I can't wait. Like, I just put the turkey in. No, I'm not doing that. I love you, but goodbye. I'm leaving. So yeah, basically that's what I'm on. I'm on, if it's not done when I pull up, I love you, goodbye. I'll be back. Okay. Um or just pack me a plate and when I swing around back, I'll just take the plate and say thank you and go about my business. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I've just been very traumatized over the years. If I haven't cooked it and just going to friends and family and it's like, what do you mean the food's not what do you mean the food's not ready? How long do you think it'll be till the food gets ready? Oh, just a couple minutes. A couple minutes turned into a couple hours. You went there, the sun was up. Sun was up and it was kind of early. It was even maybe like 12, 1 o'clock. By the time you're eating, it's like damn near 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm not doing that this year. I refuse. Okay. I love you, but I refuse. I'm not doing that. So if you're not ready, if you're not prepared, no worries. I love you anyway. You just won't see me. Okay. Hold on to my plate You know what I like and what I don't like. And if you put any ham or other pork products in any of the things, I don't want it. You already know that. Thank you and goodbye. So so I really hope that everybody takes my memo text that they got to heart, and not not a bad thing, but I just really need you to be on schedule, okay? Because I'm what they call a hangry. I'm a hangry person, but I know that about myself. Okay, if it's been a while and I still haven't eaten, I'm angry, and you may not deserve my hangry. You may not deserve it, but you're gonna get it. Why? Because you're there. That you get it. So to avoid anybody getting the wrath of my hangry, that's all I ask. I just like a time itinerary of what time you expect dinner to be done. Whoever's the earliest time will get the first visit. Okay? And then we'll move from there. And if I call you and you say, "Oh, you know what? The food ain't quite ready yet," don't worry about it. I'm not leaving my first destination. I will see you tomorrow. I'm not ashamed of a leftover. They're fine. I mean, I only do it till about Saturday anyway, so no worries. I will swing by on a Friday and be like, "Oh, there we go." Now, if anybody's asking for donations or other things, please put your donations request out now. And I'm saying this because my friends are watching, some of them, so they try to play like, "Oh, I need a whatever donation." Please put out your donations now. Don't wait till Wednesday night to ask me for a donation for particular items or item, because we ain't doing that. Um, I like things done timely and in order. So, yes, all donations for certain items that you may need a little donation to help you with said dinner, I need those in by no later than Tuesday. Thank you. No later than Tuesday. Other than that, I can't help you. All right. I'll just come in what I'm coming with, and you just got to make it work. I'm sorry, because I try to keep things moving. It's a busy day. Traffic is busy. Traffic's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of people on the roads, and I'm trying to make sure that I get to my destination safely and less kerfuffle, just smooth sailing. So let's work together. Let me help you. Let us help each other. Right? Show me the Quan. Right? Show me the money, or show me the food rather. So I figured we could help each other in that way. You let me know when the food will be ready, and I will schedule my pickups or my stop bys accordingly. Um, I will be bringing wine. Okay. Now I know some, again, by Tuesday, let me know what your level is, because I know an array from some bitters to some very sweets. However, I need to know. I'm not going to buy up the whole uh, total wines and just be picking. Nope, I'm only getting a few selections. So then I here, this is for you. Thank you for having me. Here, this is for you. Thank you for having me. And I want to make sure it's something that you're actually going to drink, right? So please put in your wine requests if you have any. Tuesday too. Yeah, I'll say Tuesday. I should have went today, but man, No, didn't do it. But yeah, Tuesday. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah. So that's pretty much, and I think my request was fair. I do believe that my request was fair. Uh, those are literally the texts that went out. Um, so if you think I'm joking, I wasn't. I'm not. Yeah, because I'm tired. I'm tired of going to barbecues, and I do dearly love my friends. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, these late barbecues and these late dinners, I can't. I can't. I tried, but I can't. I'm getting older. Okay, and I like my sleep time, and I like to be home and relaxed. So if I choose to get a little sleepy and go to sleep, I can do that. I'm not driving like, oh Lord, I gotta stay up. Don't let me fall asleep. I gotta be up. I'm almost home. I like to be safe, and that way, I think I'm gonna be. You're just gonna be good. Hey, Myrtle Son, how are ya? I think I'll be good that way. Hey, everybody, welcome, 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 and thank you for stopping by. But yeah, that's all I had. That's all I had. Nothing else major. As always, I will drop the link for a second. Anybody, if you want to come up, you can. Okay. Of course, I always ask that you be respectful. Otherwise, you can go where you normally would go, and you could do whatever it is over there. Over there. But yeah, that's really it. I hope everybody has a great work few days. Anybody have any Black Friday kind of things? I'm still not going out there. I've never gone out to a Black Friday anything. I always say one year I'm going to go, and it gets here and I don't go. And I think it's going to be the same this year too. Um, I'm an online shopper anyway. I really am. So it's really bad. And it's gotten worse. What do you say? No. Oh, that wasn't nice. Um, so yeah. But that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully, uh, everything goes smoothly. Some of my Christmas gifts have come in already, or will be coming in this week. So I'm excited about that. Because I enjoy rapping. It's very, what do you say? Oh no, not freezing. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it was pretty nice today. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Um, yeah, what was the thing? Because I was gonna say something, then something else popped in my head. Oh, you know what I really wanted to tell you guys? So, you've seen those little commercials or the ads, I think in like Snapchat or Instagram about the little peel tint things that you can like put up and take down if the tint is too dark. I purchased some. I already have tints on my vehicle, right? But they're not dark, dark. It's dark enough, but it's not as dark as I would like because I didn't want to be bothered like with the police situation. But then I also came across the little commercial with the tent thing, and I was like, hmm. And Self said, hmm. I said, I think I'm gonna get those. It's a win-win. It's like if they don't really, work, or if it's not as dark, it should be because you're putting another tent on top of the tent you have. And if they're like it's too dark or whatever, you just take it down, you know, and put it back up later. So no big deal. So they came in 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. So I just yesterday I put some up just to play around with it, but the wind was blowing a bit much, so it was a bit complicated. So I put the rest of them up today, and when I tell you, I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's very dark inside now, and I like it. Like before, you could see me a little bit, but now you can't. No, you can't see me unless I cut, the dome light on or something inside the car. But if you're just like looking in, you can't see me, and I like that. Unless you, of course, are looking through the front of the vehicle because I don't have that tinted at all. Um, but yeah, I like that. I definitely like that aspect. So kudos to whomever thought of that idea. Yeah. Although my only gripe is the back windows. I don't know. I have to play around with that, and if you do decide to get it, maybe it may work for you. But I've so far found that the back window, it doesn't fit well where it grooves completely into the window. It seems to stay, like if you roll the window down, it stays up instead of going down with the window. So I don't know. Maybe I have to play around with it some more. But the front windows are fine. Front windows, it goes up and down with the regular window. Um, and it's pretty cool. So, I mean, and it's just me. So it's not like there's a whole lot of people always in the back seat anyway. So it's probably never going to go down unless I roll the window down myself. Um, so far, so good. So if you come across it and you're thinking about getting it, um, it is something where in which, again, for sun reasons or anything like that, you can put that up to help block the sun as far as the tint is concerned, and then you can take it down. So it's not something that you will always or can always uh, have up if you choose not to. So it gives you the option. You know. Um, yeah, and that was it. That was it. That's all I wanted to tell you. Um, yeah, but stay warm because I've heard it's gonna be getting colder. And we're supposed to be having some rain on Tuesday, and I think it's supposed to rain on Thanksgiving as well. So be safe out there. Any foreseen weather? We had a little snow flurries and things of that nature last week rather. Um, so be safe out there. And yeah, I'll see you guys around on these YouTube streets. Wear your masks, do your sanitizers, as Miss Kwani always lets you know. But yeah, and two, I still don't know what Reed and VS's beef was about. So if somebody could cliff note that in the hideaway place, thank you, because I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure something, but um, don't really know what that beef was about. But anyway, you guys continue to have a great Sunday, and I will see you guys later. Peace and have a great night. Alrighty.